Are you feeling frustrated because you just can't seem to make any progress? Today, we're going to dive into the common traps that people fall into when they're feeling stuck, and we're going to talk about how you can steer clear of those traps, and then get on the path to progress. It's crucial to recognize these patterns so you can break free from the cycle of stagnation and start moving towards a more fulfilling life. So let's dive in. One reason people can't move forward is because they slip back into old patterns because they are familiar. Oh man, we've all been guilty of this. We might say, I'm going to start getting out of bed early, and maybe you do it for a week. Or you say you're going to change to a healthy lifestyle and exercise, and you do it for 2 weeks. But by the third week, you're back into eating unhealthy, sleeping late, not exercising. You may even have some credible excuses. You may say, I can't eat healthy because organic food is just so expensive, or I can't exercise because the weather outside is just too hot, or the gym is too expensive. Because of all these things, you step back into the familiar. Why? Because it's a pattern, and it's one that you're used to. The point is, if the pattern is not growing you and improving you and leading you toward your goal, it's time to rethink the pattern. You will always stay stuck if you allow convenience and familiarity to win. Now listen to this. What you don't do is every bit as powerful as what you do. Excuses are going to keep you frustrated. Excuses are going to keep you in old patterns. You got to determine today, I'm not going to stay loyal to an old version of me. A new way of living requires a new way of thinking. A better life happens when you have better habits and better routines. Another reason you may not be able to move forward and you're not seeing progress is because you've chosen to settle because you're tired of waiting. Well, I'm just going to stay at this job even though I don't like it because nothing else is coming. Or no doors are opening, I'm tired of trying, doesn't look like I'm going to reach my goals, so whatever. I'm just going to be happy right here where I am. See, you're essentially lowering your standards to fit into where you ideally don't want to be. Listen, I'm all about being content where you are while you get to where you want to be, but let's look at it from a different perspective. Can you imagine telling your kids or your future kids, hey, I know this guy or this girl isn't what you really want in life, but hey, you're getting older, doesn't look like anything better is coming. It's all going to be okay. Marry this person. They aren't top choice, but hey, it's okay. No, you want the best for your kids. You don't want plan B. You want plan A for them, no matter how long it takes for that person to come around. God wants us to have and enjoy an abundant life, not just to barely get by. I'll settle for this kind of life. Let me encourage you, just because it might take time doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Go all in on your dream. Go all in on your goals and your vision and keep at it until you see it come to pass. Another reason you can't move forward is because you might just be resisting change. An opportunity comes your way and all of a sudden fear sets in. I can't do this. What if I fail? What if they don't like me? What if I don't have what it takes? No doubt change is hard. Change is scary. Believe me, been there, done that. Change requires faith and action and stepping out into the unknown and the unfamiliar. Change is taking a risk. Listen, you will always stay the same if you refuse change. Now, y'all, I know that's nothing profound, but it's a simple truth. You have to take on a new way of thinking. Think like this. What if I took that chance? What if I tried something new? What if I stepped out of my comfort zone? Let me tell you, you can do it. And when you can embrace change, man, you're going to begin to move forward. Another reason you aren't moving forward is because you're saving your best. You're not giving your all right now because you aren't yet where you want to be. You're living in a pattern of who you are now instead of who you want to be. Here's my advice of how to begin to move to the next level. Don't save your best. Be your best now. Bring your best every single day. Bring your A game. Every day, work with excellence. Every day, walk with integrity. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you commit to something, commit to the end. Show up as the person you want to be, and do this in every area of your life. See, when you start showing up as your best, every area of your life starts lining up, your mindset shifts towards something better. One of the most powerful stories I've heard on this was by a friend of mine. This man is an excellent communicator and an amazing storyteller. This past October, I spoke at one of his events, and at this event, he told a story about a party that his very successful friends were having. And the theme of the party was this: come dressed as the person that you see yourself as in 7 years. Now, this man is a little bit older, has adult kids, he's well seasoned, and he's a very successful entrepreneur. He had lost his wife to a battle with cancer a few years prior. And he really thought about this. What do I want to be in 7 years? How do I see myself in 7 years? He thought real long and hard about it, and he decided this. He still wanted to be a communicator. He wanted to live near the beach, and he wanted to be married again. So I love this. He came to the party in a suit jacket, dress shirt, and a tie, and he was holding a leather portfolio. He had on long swim shorts that had palm trees on them, and he walked in that door with flip-flops on, and then he put a wedding ring on his finger. He showed up as a speaker and a master communicator. He showed up as a businessman who lived by the water and was married. Do you know that in a few years, everything that he showed up as was a reality? He showed up as the person he saw himself becoming. He showed up as the person that he wanted to be. He didn't wait for his best. He showed up as his best every single day. My point is this: don't save your best. Be your best every single day. Another reason you're not moving forward is because you are ignoring your value and your potential. Listen, you have to start believing that you're made with purpose. You're talented, you're creative, you can do amazing things. Stop ignoring your potential. Stop ignoring what God has placed on the inside of you. Stop comparing yourself to what others do and start utilizing the talents that God has created and put on the inside of you. In other words, embrace you. Well, sure, you haven't arrived. You aren't the best you can be. None of us are. But each day, you strive to get better. Another reason is you're saying yes to things that drain you and are destroying your inner peace. Oh man, this is so important. See, you're wasting time on things that aren't contributing to your future. You're pulled in too many different directions, which makes you tired and overwhelmed and destroys your inner peace. You got to be aware of these things. You need to ask yourself, why is this stressing me out? Why is this draining me? Listen, if it's not adding to your life, maybe it's time you subtract it from your life. Stop living life frustrated. Start saying no to things that are contributing to an unhealthy mindset. Because when you start to say no and you learn to say no, you have more time to say yes to things that contribute to your life and make your life better. One more reason you're unable to move forward is you are letting distractions win. It might be people, it might be your phone, it might be emails, video games, it might be Netflix or TikTok. Whatever it might be, you know what it is. The point is, don't let the distractions take precedence in your life. Learn what to ignore and what to give your attention to. Remember, distractions don't look like distractions until they finish distracting you. So here's the action plan that you can begin putting into practice today. You ready for it? Don't allow yourself to fall back into old patterns. Make new patterns for success and stick with it. No matter how long it takes, refuse to settle until you get there. And don't save your best you. Every single day, show up as the best version of you. Know your worth and don't allow anything or anyone to convince you otherwise. And y'all, start saying no to anything and everything that is draining you and stealing your peace. And lastly, stay focused and don't let your distractions win. I'd love to know if this has helped you, and if you like content like this, let me know in the comments. And hey, thanks for watching, and until next time, I hope you have the most amazing day.